fight on grass than tennis on grass.
All right, we're going to go ahead and call the meeting to order. I'm going to fill in as chair tonight due to Mrs. Almont. Says she's going to cough all the time, so I'm going to go ahead and call the meeting to order and let the minutes show that all of our officers are here tonight. And I would also, at this time, entertain a motion to approve the April 14th, 2026 minutes.
Move to approve.
I'll second it.
We have motion support to approve the minutes for April 14th, 2026. Any discussion? Not all those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried. Moving on to the treasurer's report. Mr. Zad.
Thanks, Mr. Bowman. Drawing attention to the document I share with you tonight, the funds from our CD have been added to the village's homecoming account. That was done by Ms. Listerman at the village, and so you see that our amount is $22,755.77, and that's up to date.
Awesome.
Then you note, we haven't really approved a budget. We've been working with the idea that we will use $20,000. The only thing we have actually spent, as you see, is $500 for our site, the bells, and that does have a, if I'm correct, that we budget $1,750 for it because we still have some additional expense there. Then if I took the liberty here, so it's not official, but just in my notes of what I've taken the last couple meetings about activities, so we kind of had an idea of where we are and what funds are still available to us or still available to expend. And I could be missing a couple items, and I did note a couple things I was handed today, so there could be some expense with some of those. And also I see that what we have outlined for instance for the time capsule, based on just my quick addition of quotes that we've received, that would come under what we've outlined for that budget. So at any rate, you see at the bottom that we have approximately $12,630.
Can I speak to that too?
Absolutely.
When you get a minute?
Please do.
Yeah, you're right. What we have here is the quotes as of today for the DPA's quote, or DPW's quotes, excuse me. Jerry Pawinski said he'd do it for nothing with a ceiling of about 300, should it go over, that kind of thing. So he's kind of the leading candidate, I think, to do the work.
Yeah.
As opposed to the $762 from the DPW. It's a legitimate thorough quote. The time capsule, though, is really what I want to direct your attention to right now. Is last night at the board meeting for the homecoming, or the heritage, or the museum. Thank you. Yeah, the museum. They did approve $500 to commit to help pay for the time capsule itself. Plus, we've had some upwards of $600, $300 from private donor, and I matched it with another $300. So we have $1,100 that we can apply to the purchase of the time capsule. Okay. Now, he's not here to speak for it, but Mr. Rick Mears said he would make us a headstone. Okay, I haven't got the full dimensions of what that means. Is he going to provide the stones and the engraving, or you've got to buy the stone and he's going to do the engraving for nothing? So I got to work that detail out yet. But in short, we have everything we need and money to fund it, I think. You know, the homecoming committee would basically be funding the extraction and the reburial fee. Which nothing.
Just nothing.
That's just nothing.
We could do that.
And if Rick comes through where he says, we need to purchase something or whatever,
yes.
I think that, we can obviously, work that into our budget as well, because I'm sure we want to get something with the date on it, like is there now, and so that people know, 50 years or 100 years, whatever.
We need to engrave it.
Yeah, so I think we can work something out there.
He's very, very.
finish we'll talk about
I'm
that.
so sorry, I didn't mean to-
Let's go ahead and finish the treasurer's report before we get
So
into
just
detail.
outline a number of things that, in my notes that could possibly be out there that we approve. And for some of them, because we've been given some tentative figures, I've included those. But some others might be some additional expenses, but we did have about 12,630 from what I'm hearing from Mr. Swanger. It's even less, so, but we don't know as well what expenses, there might be some things out there from the DPW or the village. We haven't talked to them, and I don't know if we'll need to use police.
We hope not.
But if we do,
The
I think we're in good stead.
The village quote is for 4 hours on that weekend, okay, for 2 people, plus the rental for 4 hours of the backhoe. That's the dimensions of their quote, okay? Mr. Puiski was a lot leaner in his description of what he do. I'll just show up and do it, right? So, you know.
That's, I sort of thought that would happen.
Yeah.
Because he's very, community oriented, and here the village has got to work with the unions and everything
Exactly,
else. So
exactly.
I figured that exactly what you come up with is what was going to happen, so. Anything else, Steve?
That's all I have. Thank
Okay. Any questions on the treasurer's report? If not, we'll approve that as stands. Moving on to new business, homecoming events, and we've got the fireworks to start off, and I will just tell you that we have some bad news at this point in time from the school. I got the approval for the use of the athletic field. And it was all signed, sealed, and delivered, and then the superintendent and the board got involved in it, and then an attorney got involved in it. And unless we want to insure for millions and millions of dollars, we can't use it.
How much is millions and millions?
Millions
of
and
dollars?
millions, not a million, millions and millions, because they're worried, and maybe they're running scared because of what happened at the Orchard Primary School with the fire. They said, if the place catches on fire, what are you going to pay for? So at this point in time, I know,
They have insurance.
they have insurance,
It covers fire.
but the attorneys have said no to it. They would recommend not. And they just, and I just talked
So
to,
that must just be something that just developed?
it did, I got a phone call last Friday, and then I asked Kim to send it to me in writing, and I got an email with that same story, and I just talked to her again tonight when I was over at the board meeting, so, and so I don't know what we can do. Now, I looked up the ordinances for the village, and I don't see where they allow any fireworks except on the days that are allowed within the state of Michigan, and which are, 4th of July and all those other ones. But I was thinking about maybe we could talk to the township and use the ball fields over there for it. But I haven't done anything with that because I wanted to, bring it to the committee first and see what we wanted to do. The biggest thing was they're worried about the insurance, and I told them we'll be on the rider with the village, and I'm assuming it's $1 million.
The village said that they couldn't insure it because it's in the township.
No, they're insuring us, not.
Dale told me that they wouldn't insure it because it's not taking place in the village. It's taking place in the township.
So what's our next step?
Yeah. Baseball diamonds.
I don't know. I mean, that'd be the only thing we could do is talk to the township and see if they would allow it. Then we've really got to talk to the village to see if they would allow it, because reading their ordinance, I don't see they have any like the township does. They have a special section for outside of the holidays that the state of Michigan allows, that you can, and that's what I did, is fill out the form, and last night they approved it. So, because I let them go through with that, thinking that we're still, maybe doing something there. But, so as far as the village is concerned, we would be approved to have the fireworks at the school. But that's not I don't see that happening at all, because we can't possibly afford millions and millions of dollars, for insurance, I don't think. Now we've got to find out.
Not even for a couple hours? We just went from 6
I don't
to
know that
9.
you can buy insurance like that, though.
Where in the township are the baseball diamonds?
Over at the old school,
By those, oh, okay.
by the bells,
Baseball
by the
diamond.
bells.
Okay,
That was the township owns that.
okay.
They own 13 acres over there.
Because I thought that was in the village part.
No, that's the township. Township bought it on their own because the village didn't want to go in halves with us. So we bought it ourselves, and so we own that whole 13 acres.
Oh, wow, I did not know that.
And there's basically a football and track down below, that's down below the hill, plus they've got the 3 diamonds up above. So there's a lot of land there.
So what kind of permits would you need?
I don't know that we can get it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, according to the village ordinance, they have no way of doing it, but I haven't talked to anybody yet. Pardon?
The ordinance, what matters as long as the village will approve it. You can override the stuff that you say before fly, Labor Day, Memorial Day.
They don't have that in their ordinance where they can do that. The township does. And that's how, because we've got them, when I was a supervisor there, we had the gentleman out on Shoemaker Road that did a show every year. And, he always came in and got, this permit, which had been written into our ordinance that way. I read the village's ordinance, and they don't have that option, but I need to talk to somebody there just to see if it's even possible. If it's possible, then that'd be great. But as of right now, we don't have a location. And I was trying to think of another spot out in the township, but there isn't anything out there.
Township's different from town to town.
It is definitely different. It's their ordinance, however they write their ordinance. So.
Since it is a pretty big expense, could we maybe freeze the funds for those?
I mean, we've got lots of cash right now, so, and we should know, hopefully,
Within the next week or two.
yeah, because we'll have to go to council and ask if there's a way of doing it. I think I'll talk to Dale first and just to see if there's a way to do it. If he says yes, then we can go and get council's approval. Figure out how we have to do that. So. So that's where we stand right now. We don't have the go-ahead yet for the fireworks. So, okay, now let's talk about some better thing. I don't know how we want to do this. If we want to go, you want
Can I
to
go
do the
ahead
library
with
one first? And
Can I just tell you about the signs so that I can meet with this lady? Giordano Graphics in Romeo. It's who the DDA uses, and she's really, really nice person to deal with. A 4x8 banner saying Almont Homecoming, August 15th, 2026. They would be $65 each. And they're just one-sided. They have the grommets to hang.
one on each corner? All four of
Apparently,
them?
yeah.
Okay.
And then yard signs, she does $10 each. So I was figuring that if we got 4 banners, one for the curve, one for out on Tub Spring, out toward Vinkers there. Weaslagon didn't think they were big enough, so she got her own.
I see that.
You can't miss it.
Can't read it, but you can't read it because it's all,
Yeah,
that
she's
needs
got to
be
get it stretched out. And then for the theater, there's two
of them there. Yeah, one
And
on each
that,
side.
the insurance for that, as soon as I order it and can show Dale, excuse me, a picture of what it is, then he takes it and he includes it in their insurance on the village.
Okay, so that, like the theater, Mr. Levis will be
He
an
wants
additional insured
liability
on,
insurance,
he'll be,
yep.
be additionally insured on there.
Yes.
Name will be listed, because they've got to send a letter or send a copy of that
Yes.
insurance certificate
And then
to
I
them.
talked to Angela and she gave me a tip on somebody that might be willing to hang it.
Oh, good, good.
So I don't want to say anything until I talk to him.
That was going to be my next thing is we may want to talk to Jerry.
Well, and I was
But if
thinking,
you've got somebody that's done it before.
well, somebody
that's-
here in Almont.
Yeah, that's fine,
He
that's
does
fine.
it for them, so.
Okay. So you're looking at, what's that, $260?
$260 for the 4, and then yard signs at $10 each. What do you think? How many do you think? They're just basically going to say Almont Homecoming in August 15th, 2026. We can just put them here and there.
Yeah, I mean, the big signs are going to be the ones that are seen.
You think maybe 10?
Yeah, that would.
And you know what? If we need more,
they
she
can always-
said that she
yeah.
can make them up within days.
Okay,
So what do you think, 10?
yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right.
So
I
let's,
guess-
we need a motion to approve the purchase
And I
of,
can't make it, right?
well, yeah, you can. To purchase 4 4x8 banners saying Almont Homecoming August 15th, 2026 at $65 each, and 10 yard signs saying the same at $10 each.
Okay.
So we have a motion. Do we have a support?
Support.
We have a motion and support to approve the purchase of the yard signs and the banners. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried. So that's an expense that you can
Cool.
put into your forecast there, Steve.
Fits what I have.
Is it really?
You were in on this ahead of time. Okay, so we've got yard signs taken care of. Time capsule, you want to complete your thought as far as the time capsule is concerned on what's going to
Yes,
happen?
we want to, at the museum, I'm going to place the order immediately for that, and I'll just fund it, and then you guys can reimburse me and the private.
Do we know what its cost is going to be?
Yeah, I do.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, I do, yeah. There's a range depending on what I go with. If I want to go with the stainless steel 55-gallon drum, it's $875, but there's a relatively long lead time with that. Or the $975 for the composite, which I prefer the composite. You know, it's basically designed for earthen burial.
Do we know if we can possibly reuse the one that's
We
there?
do not know that.
Okay.
We do not know that. And here's the rub with that. We want to collect articles and letters and things like that for the new one. So we really do want to get the new one ready to go for such a thing, okay? If we wait and decide that we're going to have to review the state of the old one, and that's going to be in August, right? We're going to rip that other around. So we're going to miss our 3-month window of opportunity to collect material for the new one.
Now, is the thought of the Historical Society, what's the year? I mean, as far as, is it 50 years? So they would open up a 50-year one and a 100-year one?
50 year. We have a 100-year one already in existence. It's going to be another 50-year.
So there'd be 2 of them open at the same time?
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
okay.
That's a very good point, yeah.
I just didn't know if you wanted to go another 100 years, and so you'd open one at 50 and one at 100. And let
You know, the only thing stopping us from doing that is just the engraving that Mr. Rick Muir does for us. Honestly, we can leave it on a whole new ground for another 50 years, and it's really the only thing is the engraving, because the thing I'm looking at is designed for that longevity. Plus, it's already in the existing crypt, so it should be fine.
And will it be buried the same day that we take?
Yeah, well, I'm a fan of doing exactly that, because I'm not a fan of having a 3.5 foot hole anywhere near a place set.
Yeah.
You know, right, so I don't want to do that, so it just put the cap back on it after that's why I want the 3 months to fill it in advance, so it's, we can go public with it, we can collect articles and letters and the like at the library and weekends at the museum, and it can find its way into the time capsule.
We really don't know if the stone that's on the top is the cover or not, do we?
It is the cover.
It is the
Yeah,
cover.
it's a 42 by 42 inch reinforced 4-inch slab that's resting on top. Now, what I don't know if there's any masonry adhesive or anything of the like on it to hold it in
I like
place.
something there to seal it.
You know, it's pretty heavy. I mean, I would imagine, I will say this, not knowing any more than anything, the expert on it is in fact Jerry Pawinski. He did move the previous, the 100-year was once upon a time underneath where the playset is. He actually moved it over to its
So
current
he
location.
knows what it looks like. Then.
Yeah,
So
well, he knows
what's
what the
that?
100-year one looks like. He doesn't know what the
My
50.
guess is they're both alike.
They are both alike. The design is exactly the
Yeah.
same.
It's just different stones that are on the top.
Right, that's right, exactly right.
Okay.
So we would like to, I would like to collect material, articles, relevant historical stuff for the 3 months preceding the homecoming. I would have it ready to go, prepped to go, once we take the new out, or the old out, and put the new in. You know, that'd be our spectacle.
So as far as the cost for the time capsule itself, that is covered then? You
Yes.
have that
Yeah,
covered?
Yeah, we have that covered
Okay.
through private donations, and the $500 commitment from the museum.
Okay, so we're set on that?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I
So we
do have
don't
some
need to
questions.
approve anything tonight for
Right.
that one then?
Right, I don't have any idea, and maybe he'll show up a little later if Rick makes it tonight. He can explain in detail what he's willing to do with the stone.
Okay.
But I think we should have a headstone.
If there's anything, you know, I mean, just, we can
The
certainly.
headstone,
do that.
honestly, we can place that after the event.
Yeah.
You know, it really isn't that much of a headache. We could do that.
No.
I just would like to, the actual planting of the new one, you know, I would like to have that part of the public spectacle, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else as far as the time capsule's
Nothing,
concerned?
no.
Okay. All right. Next one on the list is the foam party.
Yeah. We'll let kids.
You know,
order from-
I looked that up,
I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
and you need water, a water supply.
That's why the Lions Club, she was.
Yeah.
It's not
So
just,
maybe
you know,
it was
you know.
Paul that was supposed to, not Paul
And
Love.
we do have the water supply, and we do have the area south of the hall, where the patio is.
Okay, so that's where you're gonna be, you wanna do that then, okay? I mean, it looked like it was fun before we were talking about doing it, you know, prior to the fireworks, and I think it needs to be done during the day so these kids can dry off. And, you know, because at night, it, you know, could be cool and you
But
wouldn't.
they do have glow in the dark foam party.
I don't care. No, I think let's go real slow with this and try this one first.
Kathy said the time she was looking at was like 3 to 5 for the foam party.
That's what I'm thinking, tentative. You know, that's the hottest part of the day.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Okay, so foam party 3 to 5 p.m. And the Lions Club is gonna, I mean, not sponsor it, but be involved in this,
The
the
water
position.
and
And
electricity, whatever.
and who's gonna supply the manpower?
They do.
They do.
They do?
Yeah, the company does.
Well, they do, okay. The one I looked at was out in California, and I thought, they're not
No.
gonna come here, so.
There's a company in Davison
Oh, okay.
that I think you're right.
And this 750 is a good number?
It's for 2 hours.
Okay, 3 to 5.
Yep.
My math is correct, that's 2 hours.
2 hours.
So, do you have a name of a company?
I did.
Yeah, I do think I do have it here. We just looked at it. Give me a second and I'll give it to you.
Because we need to approve something, you know, for it.
I have fantasticfoamparty.com.
There we go.
Fantastic
Okay.
homeparty.com.
I just had it.
Okay, so we would need a motion to approve if that's what the board wants to do. I think it'd be a fun event. Also, it gives people something to do, you know, during the afternoon.
I make a motion to approve $750 to Fantastic Phone Party to provide 2 hours of entertainment at the Lions Club for Almont Homecoming.
I second.
We have a motion and support to approve $750 for the fantasticfoldparty.com for a 2-hour party. So, any no, we haven't voted yet. You be careful. Any discussion on the motion? If not, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion's carried. So now, I'm not sure who had talked about pictures.
Well.
That's for the ones that you had in here, right?
This is
Okay.
samples.
I got samples made,
Of course you do.
but I may talk to your friend to see if they may, she could do it.
Giordano Fruit.
Yeah.
Here.
This is a sample from Walmart, and what I did is I took some of this is the images that we have at the library, and I was
Okay.
able to increase them.
It is cool. It really is.
It's,
I have some photographs, pictures, some my mother took
okay,
that she used in her different books and things like that. And I also have some different programs too. I don't know if that's something that,
that would be awesome. This
Okay.
is just a mock-up.
Yeah.
These are just mock-ups. I'm thinking of doing 2000s, the 80s, and 90s, and 76.
because I think,
That's a good idea.
I think I've got 05, 10, and 15,
Okay,
some stuff from there. And then I go back into probably the 70s.
okay. Because, just to keep the price down,
Yeah, that, just stuff that I have, so I can share it with you.
I don't know.
I like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the museum is really excited about speaking to those when we find them over at the museum. The other half of this is cider and donuts and a talk
This is
about
for
homecomings
someone
past.
who
And so,
So
Okay.
Kathy?
Sorry.
Ken, how much do we need to budget for this, the
These
total?
are 20, this was 25 each.
We
So
approved.
10 of them, $250.
Okay, so that's what we've approved, we've already,
Yeah.
well, we haven't approved it, we've talked about it.
Yeah, this, and like I said, I just wanted you to see these. And it would be, one set would go to the picnic for the with the Lions picnic and then the other set would go to the
Bells.
museum or the
I
bells.
would say go to the Bells for the afternoon,
And then
and then it can go, be, for the, or it can start out at the historical museum in the morning and then take them to the Bells too.
Yeah, there you go.
Because the Bells is a limited time and, we might as well, because the museum's gonna be open.
Right. And it's just a thought, it's just a thought, only 2 sets, 5 each.
Well, and when we're done with homecoming, would they go back to the historical society?
I would say there, and maybe the library if they.
Oh, the library, yeah.
Two sets
Is
of
that 2
5, right?
sets?
Yeah.
Yes, Ms.
Just a question about the durability, if we invest in money, or use the money to invest in this, are they something we could use again for other events that could then build upon and use this as our base and then just get the newer?
I mean, this is
That-
basically permanent here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that, I mean, it sounds like a.
Why don't you let her see it, honey?
these,
No, we can't share.
and I want to say I'm open to suggestions on the layout, the color.
Oh, I think it
Well, I just think
looks
it's a
really
solid
good.
investment to have something like this, a compilation of the photos from the past, and then, to be able to build on that for future events.
Well,
You've already got
Yeah.
money invested, now you just have to.
We just hang on
Probably
to
costs
those.
just as much for
But if we got 2 sets, I certainly
really
wouldn't,
nice.
wouldn't be
Yeah.
opposed to having one go to the library and one go to the historical society.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because those 2 places are gonna be around.
And this
Right,
is
this
just
was
from
already voted on
Walmart.
that.
I thought
This was
so.
voted on last
It
week.
was voted on.
We voted the money for it?
Yeah,
We
$250.
don't have to do this, okay.
Yeah.
And she did her due diligence to keep within budget for each.
Yeah,
All right, so Kathy, this has already been voted on, so you're already good to go. We just
Yeah.
need to get you some photos.
Yes, and
But
I like,
she's-
and I like your idea, these is from the Tri-City Time inserts,
I've got one of those too.
so I think I wanna focus on that, the Tri-City Time inserts that we could call, scan in. Yeah.
Are you around at the library tomorrow?
12 to 7, Monday through Thursday.
Our birthday.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's her birthday.
We got a 9 o'clock meeting. No, I got
Tomorrow's
a board
her
meeting at
birthday?
9 o'clock.
Yeah. Today's our anniversary.
We sold your old building.
And every day, the full 10 parties.
That's what we'll vote on tomorrow. Well, it's the second time. We had it sold before the guy got out at the last minute.
I know.
Oh, all right.
those are really nice.
I think,
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna get
I
a
mean,
price
it's
quote from
Just
her,
a
Yeah.
realtor's
just
handling it,
to,
so.
if I can get it cheaper, should I do more? Or just stay?
Well, you've been
You got
approved for $250.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
I've seen that before.
so, all right, so that has been approved, so that was
Yeah.
already there, okay, all right. Now, how about the reunions, community, family, high school reunion, whatever we want to call them? How are we coming on all that?
Class reunions.
Yeah,
Making a list of everybody that can get a hold of different classes and things. And I went down and talked to Sarah down at the Bells. And in my mind, I have what we'll have, the literary club will get people signed in. I cannot find the book from past years of the people that registered.
because that was a big thing, we wanted to get their email addresses, that they had our phone numbers or something like that, so.
Yeah, I thought Sue had it, and I have the box, and it's not in there. So I have no idea where it is, so I'm doing it all from scratch. Yeah, not easy, but, I'm gonna put stuff out on Facebook.
That seems to be the biggest,
Yeah,
because I've noticed, I mean, I don't go on Facebook that often, but I noticed one the other day, somebody was asking about what is homecoming? I'm new to
That's a very
I'm
good.
new to the community, and I
Yeah.
thought, oh, wow, we need to get something, out there right away,
right,
so.
right. I think we get some advertisement out there, and then, everybody that I've talked to said, the best way to do it is just Facebook or word of mouth and stuff, so, okay.
It's actually already started. Lynn Nolan has actually introduced the concept.
Yeah, she had responded to
Yeah,
that too
right.
as well, so.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna call our because we gotta get
Okay.
ready for our next year, our
Right.
60-year class reunion.
You're not that.
Oh, God. Doesn't that sound old when you say, I've
Yeah,
been out of school 60 years?
but yeah, I've been trying to contact people in different,
But Pat Armstrong or Pat Jessup and
Yeah.
Diane Stoin or
Okay.
Wojtkowski, those would be ours. I'll give them a call or send them stuff,
somebody in the class that gets a hold of everybody,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because they usually just send out a mass email type thing.
Yeah, right,
We just have to cross off the ones that are no longer with us, so,
yeah.
okay.
What about the newer classes?
Right.
What about the newer classes, like?
With the reunion, what
2000?
is entailed? And I'm coming from a
Yeah.
budget standpoint, should we be setting aside some funds,
Yeah.
food, drink,
Depends on if we
or?
want to do food or not. I don't know. Last time the Literary Club, which is defunct now, so it's not
Right,
around, they had some snacks and things like that. Now, we were shopping at Sam's the other night, and I saw all these boxes, like of chips and stuff
Right.
like that, since they were gonna have a cash bar, do we want to have some little snacks in the bags like that they can munch on and stuff like that. I don't know, they're really not that expensive. My wife, she said, well, the kids are gonna take them all.
That's not all bad.
I said, who cares?
well, you don't have to take them home with us.
That's a teacher talking,
Hey, Cindy, I was under the impression that some of the homecomings start in October. The class of 1976 is actually having theirs in October.
That's when they get their class reunion.
The class reunions, how is that any different than what we're going to do now?
They get, every class, they do their own, like,
Yeah,
they have a
right.
dinner or get
Okay.
together that way.
Right.
We don't have a dinner or anything. That would just be very, very difficult to try to, with a number and everything
Okay.
else. So what we do is just, we open the big hall, which is usually the gymnasium.
So it's a mass event for all.
They sign in,
Okay.
and then, there's areas
Okay.
for the different classes, and a lot of people, like to go around and see them all.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think what we do is just have big round tables, which they have there, and maybe a big balloon up, all of the 50s here, all the 60s here, all the 70s
Yeah.
here, and maybe a sign in the book there too, or something or other. Or if anybody wants to bring displays or their class composites. I'm trying to find, supposedly, there's a thumb drive someplace that has all of those class composites on it.
The last one that I talked to about that was Campbell. She was in the office there, and she said it was in her top left-hand drawer, and nobody can find it.
Well, I'm also thinking about calling Kelly Stanley and see if she'll go down and take pictures and put them on a disc for us so we can run them photos up on the wall.
Yeah.
I don't know what she would charge, but I run into her every now and then, so I'll give her a call.
We'll see what she can come up with on that, because there's, the ones are on the wall there at the high school, and then the rest of them are in that turn
Right.
thing.
And if she can go down and shoot down and she's done, pictures of us before, yeah, and she'll just put them on a disc and we can run them through a projector or something.
Stacy, you got a comment?
I just wondered what the time frame is at the Bells for this.
1 to 4,
1 to 4.
right? Is that what we put down?
I think so.
I still don't have a copy of that.
You know what?
You do?
I found one. Yeah, but I know I dropped it off to you.
No, you didn't.
Oh, I got.
So if we want to do something with snacks, I mean, I don't know what your thoughts are, if it's a good idea, bad idea.
I'll think about it.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't have to be decided tonight,
Yeah.
obviously, we can
Well,
run down the night before and do it if we have
there's
to.
going to be a cash bar there. right?
Yes. Yeah.
So if we wanted to do big bowls of chips or snacks.
The reason I was doing the little bags is because for, sanitary.
Yeah, right.
And then we're not, the other thing we have to watch is Bell's has rules and regulations as far as what you
Yeah.
can and can't bring in.
And I'm going to get with Sarah again about that.
Just to ask about that, if we
I
did
just
something
touched
like
base with her the
that.
other day. I wanted to know about the quilt show too,
Yeah,
what to do with that.
I think that would be a great place for
I
it.
had it all figured out, that it'd be wonderful to pull those bleachers up and put quilts up there. No can do.
No,
There's a big drape there.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for anybody with quilt racks or anything tall that I can hang quilts from, I'll do it.
don't there tables that fold in the middle?
I was gonna ask her about that too, yeah.
Yeah,
if
they
have
go
something
up and they're probably about 6 feet
Right.
off the ground.
At the tops of those.
Yeah.
So,
How many quilts do you think you would have?
well, if I just bring mine, I have 150.
Okay, all right. Almost said that,
And, then Nolan said too that we could put them in the window of the museum, I think.
Yeah, that's not a problem. Yeah.
There's the one that the Quilt Association did around here that has all the names of people on it, stuff that's signed, and then they embroidered those. And I'd like to hang that one down there at the museum.
Issues with
There,
with the window, the sun,
We
you
have
don't want the sun to
It's
fade
on
it,
the
so.
way right
Is it
now,
out?
not in
Okay.
the window, but on another.
On the side there, yeah.
Yeah, I think.
On the south wall there.
We're featuring the Bristol family also. in the other
Okay.
window. But I wanted to mention these frames that you need something to put these quilts on.
Yeah.
The First Congregational Church, when we did VBS, I don't know if they still have them, but we used these wooden frames, simple wooden frames that you can just put in out and hang them over. I use
Okay.
them for VBS all the time. Do they still have them?
I will
Do
check.
not know, but
Okay.
it would be a question to ask them.
Okay.
That's how we put up our.
See any
Yeah, I
time
got a
on
couple
here.
of-
Huh?
I don't see any time.
Okay.
No, it just says 4
It
hours.
was just might be helpful.
Okay, good, thank you.
So it could go 1 to 5.
1 to 5.
Okay.
And see, we
It's-
must
We've
have
got the
said
bells
that.
for 4 hours, so we could do, noon
Yeah.
to 4 or 1 to 5. We haven't really solidified the time here yet.
And she said I could set it up even the day before.
Okay. What do you need from us? Anything, Cindy?
So far, nothing, unless it's gonna cost something to get those pictures taken.
Yeah, just,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I freebie.
yeah, that would be nice if they could do that. And they've probably got a big screen there too.
Yeah,
Um,
well, they had I've been to stuff there where they had pictures up on the wall. And I don't even know if they used a screen.
Just put it on this block wall there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like wall or something.
If you need anything, let us know.
Okay.
Okay, so we don't have anything there. Now, we've got down old time baseball game, petting zoo, kids games, and antique something, and I'm not sure what all that is.
Antique tractor.
Oh, okay. What do we-
News on the baseball game. I saw Mr. McKinney at a game, and I says, "Hey, what's going on?" And he said he got a phone call from somebody, and she made the comment, wanted to know that what was accessible for her to use, and he wondered what she was talking about, and she was taking over the baseball game.
What,
I don't know. He doesn't know who it was. He thought her name was Sue. He was going to look back. She had left a message on his phone, and then he called her back, and he says he doesn't save his messages. But so I said, well, would you still be willing to do it? And he was. So I have to contact him. But he was
we don't
told
have a phone number for this lady at all? or
No.
anything like that?
no, nothing. He had nothing. I told him, I assured him that I knew nothing of what he was talking about. I says, nobody has approached us.
So at this point in time, we don't know, we don't really have.
I don't know anything. I'll have to speak with
Okay.
him again.
What about petting zoo?
I've been in talks with the new manager at Farm and Garden, and she's looking into having Customer Appreciation Day.
That day?
At that day. And I will probably follow up with that because I have a couple more animal type things that she might want to contact. But she was literally taking that over.
Okay.
The tractor, the antique tractors, my friend talked to his club. They were willing to come, but people have to sign up and he can't, it's like we don't know how many are coming. So I think within the next month here now, I'll have to kind of
We got-
confirm.
yeah. And that's gonna be at the A&W?
That's at the A&W, that grassy field out front.
Okay.
And
Quantity
if
we don't.
anybody knows anybody in town with I don't know, I hate to say antique tractors, but those big, huge ones are kind of cool. It can be kind of fun.
Take
just
up the
to-
whole area. 'cause
I
they
know,
take up the
I
whole
know.
road out here at 53 when you get behind one.
Yeah.
So,
But,
yeah, Mark,
Used to work at the water.
yeah.
Spencer owns a farm.
who is
Okay,
it?
Mark Farley.
I've talked to him, but he's occupied that weekend. Something's going on.
All right, kids' games. That was the,
It's family games, yeah, we do like, sack races, friend or sacks already.
Three-legged races.
and this is through the Lions
The
Club?
Lions Club,
Okay.
yep.
Community park, yep, the family picnic.
What about the lawn?
Okay, so, the Lions are taking care of all those arrangements?
Yep, all the.
Do they need anything from us?
Nope, we're just looking for the food donations for the picnic.
And you're contacting those people, or,
I already contacted.
okay,
them,
All right, so from us, you need nothing?
Well,
Food.
the food, did you see the menu?
No. She was holding the sheet of paper up and I couldn't read it from here.
Oh,
It's this one. I've got a copy here. I just hadn't,
yeah, there you
I
go.
just hadn't read it yet. Because I came just before the meeting started, so.
Well, I think that's something that probably needs to be approved, maybe a motion.
Now, let me just, you've talked to Roots and Vinkiers, right?
Yes, I did.
Have we talked to anybody else? Because the worst thing I wanted to do is to tick somebody off that, gee, we'd have done this or done that if you'd asked.
Oh, like Smokehouse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Randy's gonna talk to Steve, about the meats, either sausages or.
Or hot dogs or whatever.
dogs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did he say anything about it or is he,
I have not heard back from Fran, she's
okay,
busy on that, but that's what her plans were.
okay. And did we talk to anybody else like senior victors or anything like that uptown to, okay. I just,
I understand.
we just need to make sure, because some people get offended and I don't want to offend anybody in
No,
town.
I
so.
understand.
You know what, you wonder if we could use the other places for maybe the snacks at the reunion.
There you go.
Yeah, that would be a great
Yeah.
idea.
But, I mean, it doesn't have to be decided tonight, but,
No.
we've got some time on that. But still, what is the lead time for both of these two here? I mean, are we talking, 2 weeks or 3 weeks or?
They said at least 3 weeks.
Okay, 3 to 4 weeks then. Okay. Hopefully then next month, we probably can come up with something if you've got some more to bring with you, okay?
Okay, great, thank you.
Yes,
The cider and donuts that I have listed for the tentative events at the museum and at the park when we open it up. I got a hold of Blake Cider Mill, and they're willing to provide donuts and cider for us, and I think I put it in there, it was like $10.72. $10.75, so I got 5 gallons of cider and 7 dozen donuts.
where did you have that?
I had it in my budget that I sent to you guys. I have the email, and he gave his what. I tried Hyde Cider Mill. This is where I'm meeting. I tried Hyde Cider Mill and Brookwood. Hyde's responded back saying that they're closed and they can't help me.
Okay.
Brookwood never responded back, and I also contacted the Almont Bakery. Andrew, I left the paper and I emailed. So I just wanted to say that
You've covered, yeah.
I covered
Yeah.
and I did,
And
yeah.
Blake's are Elmont, so, we
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
consider them. So, but do we have a paper on this or not?
I did have it on this budget, the homecoming budget 2026.
Why don't
I
you-
do have
Kathy,
a-
why don't you just update that?
I can update it.
Now, Kath, this is for the homecoming talk the museum is going to
The
have?
museum?
Okay, so this is not a standalone kind of event with the regular picnic, right? So this is a completely separate,
Right.
okay, so this will support the talk that they want to do for the picture boards.
You mean to tell me Blake's charged us for all of that, the total? No? Did you just talk to somebody there or did you?
I emailed them.
Okay.
They have what they call I emailed them and they
Okay. But I mean,
responded.
they're usually very generous
Yeah,
and, I've thought they might, give us some sort of a break.
I thought so too. You wanna try?
Might call Andrew.
Fireworks.
He is usually very, I've got donations from him before, so
That'd be awesome.
see if I can.
Like I said, I just asked for 7 dozen donuts and 5 gallons of cider.
Okay.
And you know what, that may not have understood what it is.
Yeah,
Again,
That could be-
homecoming.
Okay.
Yeah.
but you just did it all online.
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll make a phone call. Can I have this sheet, or you wouldn't need
Of
this?
course.
Okay, thank you.
I hope so. Maybe.
Send it. I'm used.
Andrews?
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought that was,
It was 100.
Okay. Now, like entertainment, we've got head down there, but we don't need entertainment because we've got the Royal Rubes.
yes.
As long as we're playing during the day.
They're gonna play for 10 hours, so.
Well, we have to, because we will have fireworks. I'm not giving up on that dream yet. Okay, and that's our drummer over there, by the way. All right, so he's got to run to move his set from one of the two. Yeah, so,
All right.
now, can I, where do we want to play? Are we going to do one set over at the Bells and the other at the park, or both at the park?
No, I do one at the park and one at the Bells.
Okay,
And can you do the school song, the Zouaves?
yeah, just,
Do you know that, have you played that before?
I have not, but I can play it. I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
I just, yeah, I know
mean,
Adam Wetzel over at the
I
high
was gonna
school.
say, you probably could go get some
Adam
music
Wetzel,
from Adam,
I've gotten music from him lots of times, so it's no
but
problem.
it was called the Zouaves.
Yeah.
It's a refrain from the Zouaves.
Do we need music or should we have music at the park? Like not a DJ, but some type of music playing?
We were thinking about a DJ or something.
Something while, I don't know, just,
Between our sets.
well, yeah, while people are outside, the kids are, playing their games, something.
Right. We were thinking about
Have you ever thought of,
But-
I forget that quick.
No, I never thought of
I
that.
know, you're right.
Except I had that same problem too.
I don't know what you call, when the kids get up and sing.
Karaoke.
Karaoke, yeah.
I wonder if, any of the kids or anybody be interested in that.
If we're doing karaoke, Donna does not like to give up the mic.
Well, I was thinking the other thing would be when we open the time capsule, we would need a microphone, like somebody will, hopefully there'll be lots
Yeah.
of people there.
Yeah,
And we would need something to be able to have
PAs.
people hear us, so
The library has one, I'm sure Kay Heard will let us use if we had to.
I don't think do you have a microphone? Like a.
Yeah, downstairs in the,
Okay.
in your pump room there.
It's a portable.
And we have one at the museum as well, small one.
If not, the school has one because I've used it before in the soccer field, so we need to borrow.
Does anybody know of a local DJ? I don't know if that one that we use for music in the park. Can't remember now.
One of the teachers' husbands used to do it, I don't know if he still does.
Who?
Martinez.
Oh, Gina's?
Yeah, her husband used to.
Oh, but I don't know if he still does.
You want me to ask her?
Yeah, I just talked to her today, so I can.
Not bad.
I know, this is what I
See,
love,
this is what
everybody.
we
Yeah.
miss, is because, like here, I don't know, but you know.
Yeah, exactly, everybody just adds in.
Okay,
No, Mr. Ferguson.
so now what else is there? We've got signs, we've taken care of that, we've talked about the food, we're gonna
Okay.
continue to work on that. What else do we need?
So are they asking for approval for
Nothing
this?
for yet, not
Okay,
yet. We've got a
okay.
3 to 4 weeks lead time, so next month in
Vote
June,
on
we'll
that.
have a little more information in what we need, and then we can go ahead and authorize the
Okay.
order.
So while you're digging up pictures for the homecoming, do you have any rude memorabilia that you'd care to share? Videos, anything like that? I'd like to put together a scrapbook for the time capsule as well.
Not right offhand, you know.
Just asking a question if
Yeah,
you
'cause
have
I
it.
know like in the one, unless we, did it again, just take, I think my mother's book is in
Yeah,
this.
Yeah.
You could just, move that over, because it is historical, so.
well, I mean like
If something-
pictures, or particularly if you happen to have a video or some recording, I would love to have
I
that.
have no videos, but
Really?
I've got a lot of old pictures that I'm gonna, bring up to the Historical Society, because I've got.
Anytime you want to share those, we'd love, I'd like to make
I
copies.
think the Historical Society's got a lot of duplicates
Yeah,
of
yeah.
these right now,
Yeah.
but,
I'd like to create a little scrap way for the
My wife
purpose of.
wants me to get rid of them because, we're not gonna.
A lot of the inserts for the newspaper actually has
Clean it
pictures of,
house.
they found one today.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, yeah.
I did want to bring up, I had a journalist get a hold of me yesterday from the county press to talk about the time capsule.
Very
Okay.
nice.
And he was hoping that we would have a list of events that I could let him know tomorrow, because they have.
Who's been working on that? Somebody is, we had two.
I have my tentative events that.
Oh, you have your events in the notes, don't you?
Ben, yes.
Ben, okay,
Yes,
good guy.
yep.
We,
So, well, you can kind of go on this list here,
So we have time capsule phone party.
where you could tell them that
Yeah.
we're trying to do a fireworks show, or, have that in the works.
just tell me run into a lot of roadblocks with
Yeah,
cooperation in the.
mention the phone party. And of course, things that are going on at the library, the
Right.
Historical Society
Right.
with the cider and donuts. We're trying to arrange an old-time baseball game.
Rubes playing twice.
Okay.
And then events, I guess I would name like events going on at Vinkers, with the antique tractors. At Vinkers, A&W, the antique tractors are there. And then, Farm and Garden, hopefully they're gonna have,
Do they have a spot on the grass for the animals so they're not?
I've not heard about.
they, several years ago when they had it,
Oh,
they
yeah.
didn't want them on the grass.
We were handed that tonight.
And what they did is they put, wood
I got one,
shavings
I
down.
got two.
So they weren't right on the asphalt, no. And, so I'm imagining there's going to be a petting zoo, that's all in the workshop,
Okay,
but,
but do you want me to mention those?
yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And,
I told them we would have
Because-
specific times or anything that.
Right.
Have a list.
details to follow, but that way people might read this and then inquire, well, I want to get in on that petting zoo, and maybe they'll want to bring their goats or something, So,
You can put the two shows for the Royal Rubes in there.
But
Okay.
One in
the last thing we've got on here, and I don't know who was gonna follow up on it, is the 5K run.
oh, I'm glad you said that. I
Stacy is?
have talked to Jamie. Well, but he never got back with me to say if he'd do it or not.
Okay. Mom?
I actually had my hand up prior to that because I
I'm
don't
s-
think we should be advertising anything on a newspaper or anything if you don't already have it nailed down. Unless you're gonna use the verbiage potential.
Well, that's what I was saying,
That's
it's
what
in
she
the
said.
works.
Right.
So, yeah, that's understood.
So this is for May 24th. I guess they come up with a summer.
Summer program,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
it's-
right.
Okay.
Right.
All right, I just, when I.
And Ruth
Yeah.
Johnson, we're on Ruth Johnson's too. If you got your flyer from Ruth, inside you open that thing up, and Almont Homecoming's there on August 15th, as well as the Heritage Festival. So we've got the whole summer, through in her.
Right, this is just.
Senate district.
Well, and
I
Yeah.
told him that we had a meeting tonight, but things were not going to be 100%. I said probably for a couple of weeks, but he said, I said, how soon
You
do you need this? And he
You
said,
can give him the confirmed
Wednesday.
things and then just a list of potential,
Potential,
just,
Yeah, events going on throughout town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Potential.
okay.
Who should we direct inquiries to? You, Paula, Noel, Steve?
She's the chair.
Yeah, she left me out of that.
I guess it's one of those, on Facebook, like we heard, what is homecoming? I think it's something that we gotta have.
It needs to
a
get out.
quote. Talk to this person.
I'll be very honest with you, I'm not on Facebook that much. I am with my animals, but I'm not,
Well,
But this
they
person.
wanted to be able to give somebody your phone number and direct any questions to you.
Well, and the other thing is too, is we're gonna start writing newspaper articles and start promoting it next month, in June and July. I'm a horrible writer. My grammar is horrible.
Well, usually they just interview and they'll write their own, because they have a certain space they have to fill, like Ben's gonna, he's gonna write something
You know
up
what?
to fill a
I'm assuming
space.
he wants to talk about the time capsule
Yeah.
and like how that happened.
And, well, I know that my coworker, she writes it up and they basically edit
Oh.
and throw it in. Of course, she's doing this every week or monthly, and there's a little bit more control where they don't get it wrong.
You know, if it's something I can answer, then yes, you can give them my phone number.
Well, no, I don't.
But- You know, basically, it's exactly what we're discussing here. Yes, I could tell people what homecoming is and what it's about, and the events that are being planned and things that are, you know, in the works.
Because we need a point person. Talk to this person to help fill out. And I can do no all.
Well,
I would like to defer that.
why don't we do? How about if we co-do it?
I don't mind talking about the time capsule either. I mean, I've been into that.
Well, and I think he wants to talk about how it came to
If we're
be,
talking
and
about the
then-
larger theory behind the whole affair of homecoming, that's one thing. If they want to
Sure.
talk specifics about the,
Telling you to
Yeah.
read my mother's book. It covers
Yeah.
how homecoming came about in 1909. And
So yeah, if you call Paul's number, it'll just have a recording. Read my mother's book.
Read Gilda's book.
So, I'm sorry, one other thing, I know we talked about hiding with the Facebook page, are we, okay,
Yeah, she's out of town, but I can ask her,
okay.
about that. Because I know she started in on it. So I will ask her.
Yeah, that'd be something if we did have, anything like that,
Yeah, she wrote it for her daughter, I mean, she had.
Yeah. She sent it to us and, it was a great start because she had a lot of blanks in there because we hadn't
Yeah.
firmed anything up yet, so.
Okay.
But it was a very good start.
And then who should she talk to?
Paula.
Okay.
So now, let's go back to the 5K run. That's the only thing on our list that we haven't talked about tonight. And you said Jamie has not called you
I
back?
can
and
tell you about
It's
that.
Cindy's.
Okay.
He did come over on Mother's Day. so
Okay.
Kids finally see him for a while. I asked him about it, and he said the week prior to that, they are at camp up north. So that would give him like one day to set it all up. He's still thinking about it.
Really? Okay.
I'm
Is
trying to
there, see if there's somebody else that,
Okay.
like I know Jeff Baholsky has been helping with the track
Yeah,
this year
Chuck.
and Chuck Bristol and stuff like that. So maybe, Jamie's got the history with it, but maybe if he
And he
can,
could set it up and somebody else could run it, yeah.
yeah.
Well, and I was trying to do it as a fundraiser for Neighbors United for the firemen. And if you guys want to do that or not, Neighbors United has the starting gate. I don't know if that's what you call it, but they have,
I don't run, as you can tell, so.
I really don't run, so, unless it's pickleball. So, yeah, so there's certain things I can get for them. But I just need a
Okay.
yes or a no.
When I talk to him again, I'll give you a call.
Okay.
It's not very often I talk to him.
I just saw him tonight, so.
Oh, well, yeah.
Well, there you go. You should have more information than we do then.
I didn't talk to him about this. Okay, that takes care of everything on our list that I got. Anything anybody wants to bring up?
I have a question about the tractor show. Is it just anybody that wants to do it, no extra fee or anything?
Yep.
Okay.
It's more a display and just come and closer to, once I have an idea of how many may be coming, I'll see if maybe Vinkers give out coupons or something.
Okay.
I say Vinkers, A&W, but
Which is figures.
yeah, it's all in the same. But I'm actually doing a fundraiser there June 6th for Neighbors United. It's Jeeps and vehicles and all that. And for the fire. So I'll know more then how it runs. But yeah, it's just anybody with an old tractor and again, once we see what the interest is, if they want to do best in show or something, I would be willing to purchase a trophy or whatever they want, plaques. The way that the guys I'm talking to that have tractors, they just want food. And I says, well, and that's, seriously, they want parking where they can park their vehicles, and they want access to food and drink. So you can't get much closer, so.
Okay, anything else? Any other questions? Suggestions? How much lead time do you need for your fireworks if, you know, if we can get this pulled off?
It'd be nice to know by June 1st.
Okay.
I'm going to a club event this weekend on Wednesday. I'm going to ask them out there in the hotel. I can get one day event insurance.
Yeah, that's one of the things I was running into is that they wanted to know if you were insured, so.
I'm actually doing a shoot on July 4th with a friend of mine behind the Romeo Elementary School. And they don't require any insurance, it's that we have medical insurance. That's at the Amanda Moore Elementary School, on ball diamond number 1. And that's playroom. They got 3, 4 ball diamonds over here.
Yeah.
So the room is not a problem. It's just, I don't know if your lawyers understand, it's just consumer fireworks, it's going up 150 feet. If they think it's gonna burn the school down.
It was, you know, what we were looking at was over here at the high school on the practice football field. And we've used it, like I say, the last couple of homecomings that we put on. We've used it, had no issues whatsoever. But I think that the attorneys and everybody else are running a little scared just because of the fire they had at the Orchard Primary this year. So, and them and the school and money right now. So I wasn't gonna push it. And we'll see what we can do with the village and do it on the ball fields here.
Well, excuse me, when you said,
When they change it was on the ball diamonds over here.
Pardon?
Would it be different if we move it to the ball diamond
No, that's what we're gonna try to do.
without having a big policy?
But right now, we don't know if the village, because the ball diamonds are in the village, if they would approve something like
Get
that.
around that, it's especially if you want to go to the village.
They've got to approve, the council has to approve it, and we've had all sorts of problems with council, so.
it might be getting better.
It's a piece of God, so I'm getting more.
Okay, back to the description of the fireworks. You said they go 150 feet up in the air. What are they called?
Maybe
Consumer?
200, maybe.
It's consumer fireworks is what it is. It's
What
a,
they're called 1.4 G
yeah.
consumer fireworks. They're not display fireworks like the carnivals, the big towns, they go 300, 400, 500 feet up in the air. I think that's what the attorneys thought.
Probably.
Well, I'll ask her again. That's, you know, that's right. I'd rather have it because we've got the bleachers.
Oh my gosh, it just,
Display to them, it's not display fireworks. It's
Yeah.
not going up there for 100 feet.
They're just, like I say, you know how attorneys are. Before, we've never had the issue because the superintendent's never really known about it. When that superintendent was
just keep them in the dark.
there. And he didn't run scared when he did find out and call an attorney. Okay, anything else? Any board member? We're all set then for our next meeting will be in June. And if we got any issues, you can get a hold of Paula. And
Oh my gosh,
she'll be more than happy to answer
I will
any
do my
questions.
best.
And she has my number, so.
Okay.
With that, we will adjourn the meeting at 8:11.
Very good, thank you so much.
Well, that clock says 8:09, that one says 8:11.
All right.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm sure.
I really appreciate your work.
Yeah, we're doing that. Show us the
It's good.
No, I over there, how do you
They're
shut
not
it
as
off?
ready.
We got through this.
Right, anybody signing my petition for library board?
Question for you.
I'm gonna use,
Uh,
done this.